right. 8. Also 8.
Dang.
9.
10. I'll go second.
You're gonna go second? Okay. And then if you'll go ahead and we're using these poison and burn counters to signify statuses. So like can't ready, can't challenge, can't quest, that kind of stuff. -5, whatever. Okay. Yeah, so I'm playing the red-green deck, and you're playing the blue-gray deck. All right, I'm gonna go.
Did you mulligan already?
I'm doing that now. I'm going 4.
One.
You said you're going second?
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna mulligan the 1.
All right, and then I'll shuffle for you.
I don't know why you needed to do that.
To speed up the game so that we don't have an hour-long match. All right, so I'm gonna go first. All right, so I don't draw going first. I will ink Donald Duck. And I will play Sergeant Tibbs and pass.
I don't have anything to set, so draw. I'm going to ink a goon.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to use for develop your brain.
I probably wouldn't put that in your discard. Okay.
On the bottom. Pass.
Alright, I will ink Scar, and then I will tap 2 for Donald Duck, and I will quest for 1. Good.
Step. Draw. Gonna ink another goon. I'm gonna tap 1 for hook.
Okay.
and then pass.
Okay, so I will untap. Ink Meg. And then I will tap all 3 for Jasper.
That
And
sounds good.
I will... I'm definitely gonna quest with Tibbs. I really don't know if I want your hook to quest into, or to challenge Donald. So it's probably not worth it. I'm gonna pass there, I think.
Okay. Draw.
So hook is when he attacks, he gains 2.
I'm gonna ink a hook.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to use all 3
Mm-hmm.
for Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
So I can put, I can get another ink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
it's
I already
exerted.
used.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, so you're already up to 4. So now does Hook want to challenge Tibbs or quest or just nothing? That's what's nice about this game is that if you like don't attack with him like I didn't with Donald, I can't interact with him on my turn.
I think I'm going to. Well, so he gets +2, so he's
Yeah, so
3
he's
2,
3.
so we
So
both die.
He can trade with Tibbs
Sure.
or okay, or he can quest. But yeah, the problem is if he quests, then I just kill him with Tibbs and I don't even die. So, all right, Michael.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to quest with Jasper, and Jasper's effect says that I can target a guy when I quest, and that guy can't quest. So you can either attack next turn with Mickey or do nothing, but you can't quest with him.
Okay.
And then I will go ahead and quest with Donald for 1 as well. I will ink Aladdin. And then I will use 3 of my 4 to play a Mickey Mouse Steamboat Pilot.
I like that art.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's not going to stay in the
It's
deck.
a steamboat.
Yeah, Steamboat Willie one. And then I think that ends my turn. Go pass. I don't have anything I can do for 1, so. Yeah, unfortunately, this game doesn't give you a lot of, like, for targeting stuff, it doesn't give you counters or anything for you to signify that.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up ordering some on Etsy for not a lot of money for some like acrylic ones, but
Draw.
so you're on how much mana? 4? Yeah, 4. And technically it's ink, but in learning Hearthstone first, I'm always just gonna call it mana.
Well, and there's so many terms in this game.
Yeah. It's like whatever helps you remember the thing.
Oh, I want to do that. That will help. Decisions. I'm going to ink Hercules.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to use 3
Mm-hmm.
to smash Jasper.
Okay, so deal 3.
Use him at 1.
And technically you can challenge him and kill him with Mickey.
I think that's what I'm going to,
Since you can't quest.
but pause
Uh-huh.
with that. I'm going to use my other 2
Yep.
for Aurora.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to challenge with Mickey to kill the Jasper, and then that puts me at 2.
Yep.
That's
Pass?
it. Yep.
Alright, yeah, it's probably good to get rid of Jasper because he's gonna just stop you from questing.
I
like,
know,
every
Jasper. That's why I was like, as soon as he came out, I was like, oh, gotta get rid of him.
Okay, so I'm gonna quest with Donald for 1.
Okay.
Then I'm going to pay 2 for LeFou, who, when I play this character, I can target a character and ready them, but I can't quest for the rest of the turn with them. So I will use him then to kill the Mickey, to take 1. I will also quest with this Mickey for 1, so that puts me up to 6. And I didn't play an ink this turn, but I think I'm good. Good.
That's the one thing. Just getting all this back.
That's why I
set
put it
up.
all. That's why I put it all over here because it's a lot easier to do that.
Okay. Draw.
Yeah, there's not really a set way to do things, so everybody's kind of going rogue in what they do.
I'm gonna do it. Alright, so I'm going to play all 5
Ooh, starting into the big stuff.
for Simba.
Mm-hmm. And I think when he kills me, he gains a lore when he kills a guy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But he's obviously
Yeah, drying.
his ink is drying, so I can't use him yet.
Mm-hmm.
If I use then you have the opportunity to kill it because it's low.
Well, if you attack Aurora into this, you can kill Donald Duck. You can't kill Mickey, but also you could gain 2 lore.
I know,
But you know if you quest, you're dead, probably.
if I quest or if I challenge, I'm dead.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, ugh. I just want to leave her. Because next turn won't be able to quest anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave her.
Okay.
So, go.
So leaving it at 4 is working out for me, so I'm just going to stick with that and use the 4 for Pongo back here.
Pongo, man. That's another one that's, ugh.
It's so funny because, like, in all the decks that I'm building with these, Pongo stays because he's just so good at a 2/3. He can, like, trade into 2 things and you can't hit me back. But, like, all the other evasives are gone. Like, Jetsam or Flotsam, whichever one, and then the other ones, like, those are gone. This is the only one that's, like, yeah, decent. So I guess there's no reason not to just go ahead and quest for 3. And, good.
Simba comes out to
I was
play.
going to say, I basically have to pass my turn to not give you stuff for Simba to kill, so...
Draw. That's interesting. I haven't seen that yet.
So your top end in your deck is 8. So you don't want more than 8 ink. And the only 8s are Maui. So
Alright, I'm gonna use 2 for frying pan, which means after banish it, chosen character can't challenge during the next turn, so I'm gonna do that for Pongo.
okay.
Oh, wait. Because he can Pongo would still be able to quest.
You know, you can pay with that item, like you can pay for it and then not use it yet and just leave it on the board so that you don't like waste mana. That's a thing you can do with items, is you can just like play Frying Pan and then just wait till like next turn or whatever to use it if it's not helpful now. You know what I mean? Or you may just want to ink it, I don't know. But I agree, if you play it on Pongo, I'm probably just gonna quest the Pongo.
Then I'll do it on Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
And then that was use my other 3 for Jasmine.
Yeah.
And then can you remind me what LeFou did?
It's just when he comes into play, I can ready another character. So nothing anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. Pongo's the only thing with an effect right now.
So then I'm going to challenge Simba to Donald Duck.
Okay, so you'll kill Donald and gain a lore.
And take 1.
2. Take 2. I'm 2 attack.
Oh.
Yep.
And then I'm going to quest for 2.
I feel like that was a good idea because either I'd have to waste the Pongo to kill the Aurora, or I'd have to like trade LeFou in since I can't quest. This would be the best way to kill Aurora, but I can't. You know what I mean?
Or a 10 ahead of me, so I need to start questing.
Well, that's how it works. Is early on, other decks are going to beat you because most of you wasted your turn 3 playing a Mickey to get a mana, which is what your deck does. But it means that you're also like not developing board. So, like you're trading the early game
I'm
for.
also not drawing
board.
a bunch of the cards that let me put cards in my Inkwell.
Yeah.
I've only seen one of those.
That'll happen.
60 card decks, man.
So I'm going to use 3 for Aladdin. Aladdin. So you lose a lore.
Oh.
Yes, the bottom half is down. The top
I know.
half is
I
up.
forgot. I'm sorry.
Horus. Yeah, this is a new app we're using because the standard Lorcana app is like not great. It's not very responsive. Okay. So I guess I have to quest here.
Yeah, because you get challenged with him.
Which it would be so nice to challenge, by the way. I don't know if you meant to do this, but like I could trade into Simba if I could. And I'm clearly not going to trade both of these into Simba. So I think the best course of action here is to quest here for 2 and then trade LeFou for Aurora. And go ahead. Now you see why I shove all my stuff over here, because it's just like you don't use that corner.
Draw.
Oh, it loses that status now. So while she's thinking out her turn, Pongo has evasive, which basically means you can't challenge it unless you also have evasive. And I don't think there's anything in the blue deck that has evasive. There's a Simba that you run that like can attack evasive things as like part of his effect, but because otherwise it'd be really easy for Simba to just kill Pongo right now and get another lore. But she's kind of in an awkward spot because the only thing she can attack is Mickey. You can only attack an exerted character.
So, since I have characters that are more than 2, I can play
Who's singing?
Song One Jump Ahead for free.
By tapping a guy. Yep.
Yeah.
And does it put it exerted? Yeah, and exerted. So the new card will be exerted. Okay.
I guess probably since he's not damage, but
Who are you wanting to attack or quest with? Are you wanting to attack at all? Because you'd have to trade.
Honestly, gonna just quest.
So I guess it doesn't super matter then which one does it.
Alright. So Simba's gonna sing One Jump Ahead.
Yep.
That goes here, already
Yep.
used. And then I'm going to quest for 2.
That's it.
That's it. Not drawing super well.
That'll happen with these starter decks. These are, so for reference, these are starter decks that I've only added like 1 or 2 cards in. We're planning on upgrading them and playing, you know, more stuff, but until then, we're just using slightly upgraded starter decks. So I'm gonna pay 2 for Meg. When I play her, I can add +2 to a character this turn. And I think I'm going to go with Aladdin is going to have the +2. And I'm going to trade Aladdin now that he's 4 into Simba. I'm going to go Mickey Mouse into Jasmine. And take 3. And Pongo will quest for 2. And I think that's it. You gotta start playing some big dudes. I guess you gotta draw some big dudes first, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna ink Aurora. I'm going to use 6.
There's your big thing.
For Mufasa.
Okay. He's big.
Can't really do anything with him yet, but that's it. His ink is dry.
Yeah, but he quests for 3, so that's quite a bit.
And he has 6 health.
I am going to pay 3 to sing Mother Knows Best myself, which returns a chosen character to the player's hand. So I'm gonna bounce that back to your hand. And then I am going to, I might not draw anything else, so I'm gonna stick with that for now. Let's quest for 2, 3, 4. All right, you got to basically take out all these guys next turn.
It ain't happening.
I mean, it might. I think if you draw Grab Your Sword, that does like 2 to all opposing guys. That might be enough.
Well, it's not.
Can you draw into? You know, draw cards?
No. I can pay 6
For Mufasa again?
for Mufasa again.
What
that's
else?
it.
What else is in your hand?
Mufasa and Mickey Mouse.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. So game better this time.
I mean, that is the one bad part about these starter decks, is that they are, as with every game starter deck, they are just super inconsistent. Your boss character that you want to draw, you're like, you know, big Simba, you know, and the Maui.
Mufasa.
There's one-ofs basically.
Well, and these decks are 60-card decks,
Yeah.
so it
So when
makes
you're
it
only
harder
running-
to draw into things that you want.
Yeah, when you're running a one-of in a 60-card deck, you're not going to see it. Not to mention, I'm sure you've noticed, there are hardly any draw cards in this. There's not like Pokemon supporters of just draw 3 or discard your hand, draw 7. Like, One Jump Ahead is like, or not One Jump Ahead, what is it? Your Develop Your Brain is probably your best draw card. And you even have the best draw out of these decks in those cards. Unfortunately, there are better draw cards. What is it? The Aladdin song. I forget what the name of that is, but it's like both players discard their hand and draw 7. Cards really good, but also $20.
So do I get to
Yes.
pick? Is that, I forgot how that worked.
Yep. Yeah, you get to pick.
6, 7.
I'm
The card was upside down.
back.
Let's see.
I'm not going to change the top parts of your deck there, but since you're about to shuffle the rest, I was just going to make sure, yeah, the cards that you shuffled it back were definitely upside down. Who's going first, by the way?
If I go first, I can't draw though, right?
Correct.
So then, can I mulligan and then decide?
I think you're supposed to decide actually before the game starts.
Oh.
I don't know for sure. I think you want to go second though. I don't think you can afford to not draw a card. As you
No,
saw,
I
you have
need
so
to.
many cards that ink that like you have infinite mana and no way to draw cards.
Can you put those back?
That's your deck. I had to fix the upside down cards. I didn't touch the top part of your deck so that you could still mulligan. You haven't put anything back yet though, so you can't draw. Are you not putting anything back at all?
Oh, I am. I put back two more.
And then just give me a second, because that's why I was like, since you have to shuffle anyway, I was like, let me fix up all the upside down cards for you, because that'll be really annoying. There you go. All right, so you're going second, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I will not draw. I will ink this really cool looking but horrible Scar. I wish that card was better because it looks awesome.
Yeah. Like he's on fire.
To play the Duke of Wesselton and pass.
Oh, good old Duke. Okay. Draw. That's okay.
My curve is going to be very similar.
I don't know if I want to do that yet, though. Also, I'm going to ink Aurora.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to use that ink
For Flounder or Goons?
for Hook.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Hook is pretty good.
And obviously that's my turn.
Oh, and I forgot to tap last turn for the Duke, but untapped anyway. I am going to ink Shield of Virtue. This card becomes way better when this deck gets upgraded and I have more Aladdin heroic dude killers, but until then, not exactly the greatest. I'm going to use both of those for Donald Duck, a card we haven't seen in a little bit here. And then I will ink, or quest for one. Sorry, go ahead.
Right.
So you're going to find my turns are very similar to the last game. Which is good, because it won me the game. So ideally right now you want like a turn 2 one jump ahead and then a turn 3 Detective Mickey. That's what you want. I guess you didn't draw that.
Okay. I'm going to ink Hercules.
Mm-hmm.
For one jump ahead.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
So unfortunately, Captain Hook is not high enough, so I had to pay the cost for it.
That's fine.
So
get a free mana, free
Yep.
ink. So next turn you're gonna be on 4 potentially.
all right.
So
there's
now,
that.
is Hook gonna trade into Duke of Wesselton? Or are you just gonna keep him and hope that I quest with Donald here?
I think I'm gonna, because one of the things like that I noticed that you did last game with your deck is just try to get a bunch of dudes on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm going to challenge.
Duke.
Yep.
Okay.
Which kills both of us.
Yep. Because you go up to 3 and then I kill you back.
Yep.
Alright, I go.
Yep.
I'm gonna ink Aladdin.
Wow.
I'm changing my plan a little bit. I was gonna play Aladdin.
Clearly.
Normally, if I had more of the big dude, I probably wouldn't just get rid of Aladdins. By the way, in the upgraded deck, I run 8 Aladdins and then 4 of the other Aladdins. It's a lot. That's a lot of Prince Ali's there. Then I'm going to use those 3 to play my newly drawn Peter Pan with Evasive. Evasive seemed to work out pretty well for me last game.
Pongo, man.
Well, Pongo's 2/3, so
I know
he's a little
he's
better.
a good evasive.
And he
though.
quests for 2. So he's just better overall stats, but Peter Pan will work for now. And then I will quest for 1 with Donald and pass.
Draw.
The evasives did me well last game, so.
Alright. I'm going to use my 3 for Mickey Mouse, which lets me put top card of my deck face down exerted, so I'm now up to 4.
And you have an ink this turn. So if you want to ink, you could be up to 5.
Do I want to, though? Is the question.
Basically, do you have like a 5 or 6 cost card in your hand?
No.
So it might not be worth.
Yeah, I
bothering.
don't think I'm going to.
Okay, that's it.
Yep. I leave Mickey down there because can't use him yet. His ink is
I'm
drying.
gonna ink Captain Colonel's Lieutenant, which I'm sure is a reference to something, but it makes no sense. And then I will tap. Let's tap 3 for Jasper, who I was gonna play last turn, but I drew the Peter Pan.
Here we go with Jasper again.
Yep. So I'm going to quest for 2 and pass.
Mickey comes up. Let's go there. I'm up to 4. Draw. Excuse me. I'm going to go 3 for another Mickey.
Okay. So that's why you didn't want to ink last turn, because
Yep.
you knew you could get an extra ink anyway.
So that's already technically used.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to use my last one for Fire the Canyons to deal 2 to Jasper.
Are you sure? Because you could kill Peter Pan here, who is evasive.
But I want to get rid of Jasper though.
Okay. No, I mean, whichever one you want to do is fine. Jasper?
Yes.
I just wanted to remind you, because you're used to dealing with Pongo, who's got more health than that. That's the one bad part about Peter Pan. That's why he comes out of this deck, is like, he just dies to fire the cannon, so it's just like,
And then that's all.
you gonna quest? Or
Oh,
challenge?
oops.
Yeah, you got a Mickey you can quest with this turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna quest
Okay.
for 1.
Let's see. I'm going to actually ink Pongo, surprisingly.
What?
Here. And then I'm going to tap all my 5 here to go Mad Hatter. And I don't think you've seen this card yet, but it's whenever you challenge him, I can draw a card. So, and he quests for 3. So he's real big on the quest train here. As far as attacking, I'm going to go, I think Peter Pan is going to kill your Mickey here because I survive. I'm going to go Jasper quest for 1, who means that your Mickey cannot quest on the following turn. And then I'm going to Donald Duck quest for 1 more. And it's your go.
Hey, smash to help get rid of Mad Hatter.
Or get that grab your sword, which unfortunately in that deck is a 1 of. It says like deal 2 to all your opponent's guys.
Alright, draw.
Yeah, so Mickey can challenge, but just not quest this turn. So I was like, I really don't want to get rid of Pongo, but Mad Hatter is pretty good.
I'm gonna ink Prince Eric.
Getting up to 6.
And then I'm going to use 5 for Simba.
Yeah, that card is pretty good. 2 quest for 2 and also the ability to, when he does attack, you can still get lore off of it. It's pretty
And
good.
I'm going to use 1 for develop your brain. So top 2 cards of my deck here. I'm definitely gonna put that one in my hand, that one at the bottom.
Okay.
And that's all I got.
So you're not going to attack with Mickey? Remember, you can't quest with him, but you can attack a guy if you want, outside of Peter Pan, obviously.
Oh, I mean, if I use him, he's gonna die.
You can hit Jasper and survive. No, you have 3 health. If you hit Jasper, you can put 1 on Jasper to get him up to 3 so that the next hit kills him. You can't attack him. If you hit him, you'll also go to 1 and you'll put him down to 2. Do you happen to have grab your sword in your hand?
No.
I was gonna say, you could set this up for grab your sword pretty well, but I don't know.
That's why
I don't know what's best. Probably just hold on to it.
I think I'm just gonna leave him alone.
Yeah, I think that might be potentially the best shot there. All right. Well, let's go 2 for Donald. Let's go the other 3 for Mother Knows Best. To put that back in your hand. And quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like that weird animation. I'm just like, so I go there, and then just like last turn, you cannot quest with Mickey.
That's the other weird thing about this game is that there's no like a limit to how many characters you can play.
Yep, in the pre-release that we had when I was playing that deck, I ended up having a match with like a gazillion dudes on board. It was pretty crazy. You gotta start getting your big dudes on the board, man.
Well, I try, and then you keep.
Well, I have
making
no
go
cards in
back.
hand now, so as long as you don't attack Mad Hatter, I'm only getting my 1 card per turn now.
All right.
Do you pay the 5 for Simba again, or do you have another?
I'm gonna 1 for fire the cannons.
Okay. But you can kill either of these 2 guys, or you can put 2 on either of these 3.
I know. I'm wondering if I want to kill somebody or put. I think I'm gonna put the 2 on Mad Hatter.
Okay. That way you can try to kill him in 1 turn, so I don't draw a bunch of cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then 5.
You have 6. No, you have 5. Okay. I thought you meant total. Total. Sorry. It's total. You have 6. You have 5 available. But you could always ink a card this turn to have 6. Anyway.
I'm going to 1 for develop your brain.
Okay. Maybe get another fire cannon to just kill Mad Hatter outright.
2. I'm definitely gonna put that one in my hand. That leaves me with 4.
Did you finally get to grab your sword?
No.
Man, it would be so, there's so many times where, like, if you just had grab your sword, it'd be so good.
Play the 4
Uh-huh.
for Maleficent.
Yeah, which is pretty good stats. Alright, so we're in this spot again. Do you want to try to get Jasper down to 1 health? Do you want to get him down to 2? There's no reason to attack this and have me draw a card for no reason.
Yeah, I guess I'll challenge Jasper.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, this top deck is not great for this deck. Let's see, you've got 1 left on you. I don't know that I care about the 1, to be honest. So I think I'm just gonna go 1, 2, target Maleficent, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm gonna pay 1 for Stampede. I can deal 2 to a damaged character, so let's go ahead and get Mickey off the board here. I think I got it, man.
Yeah.
Did you, let's see, can you get the grab your sword? It's like the one thing you need.
Nope. You got
Do you have any draw cards?
No.
Yeah. Unfortunately, grab your sword
That
is a
was
one
my
of.
hand.
So one of, let's see. 1 jump ahead.